back and be like, that's why I love you, you know. I love you, I love you. You don't understand what you did mean to me as a kid. Because when lunchtime come, me and my friends them separate. And in adulthood, me realize that my friend they never realize. They never realize that lunchtime we separate. They may think me decide that they might eat bun and cheese or chicken and rolls. Me, I could not. And I didn't want to feel like the odd one out, so I left from beside them. And years after, when me I talk about this on Facebook, one of my friends them say, she guess because me an artist now, me need to have a story. That hurt your fuck. And me know she sit down and wonder why we're not friends again. We can't be friends after you say that. We can't be friends. Me no make up stories, girl. No. Me no make up stories. Even when me write fiction, the fiction based on reality. Me no feel like no pitney fi go through that. Me get exposed to one different system of things. Me move go live in Sweden. And I brought my daughter and my niece with me. And we lived in a place called Gnesta, about 45 minutes from Stockholm. And they went to school there, Freya School and in a Gnesta. When I went to register them at the school, I spoke to the principal. I was brought to the principal by my A&R. And I talked to the principal and I asked him how much it would cost for go to school there. And what I need for provide and stuff. He said, well, I get up in the morning and get the kids ready for school and bring them to school. And I'm like, yeah, but where do I pick up the book list? What I need? What supplies? He's like, oh, you don't need any supplies. I'm like, oh, Lord, this I got dear. How much is this going to cost me? And he's like, what do you mean? I say, how much money do I have to pay for this? And him say, I don't have to pay any money. Well, when they have school trips, if I want to, I can give the kids some pocket money so they can buy souvenirs. Bumbleclot. Then pay about 45% tax. And then they go to hospital for free, school for free. And in a free, then pay fine and then tax. Now the rest of the world say the tax is high. But to me, it's cheaper than for go to hospital. It's cheaper than for you to find more money for go pay insurance. Like, you think you're paying less tax, but you're not. I think that's our democratic socialism do. I think that's our Bernie did a push. That's why I want Bernie. Equity. And this is a system that has been done before. I know, like, we have to invent it. It happens. And it can work. Why aren't we trying to move towards that? All the way to University, Janelle. The man who produced these streets go to university and study music. And when in done, and we make a whole album, we make some song together, because him produced it, him do the track with Wycliffe too. Him do Spilt Milk. Enough song we do together. And him just get up one day and decide, say, you know, me done with music, I want to film now, and him go back to college. For free. Go study film. Now me just want we picnic and be able to go to college the first time. I want poor people picnic to have the option. I want poor people to have the option. No parents are supposed to have to make them picnic start in life with so much debt over them. Why we use America as a model? It not work for them. And we poorer than them, so how it go work for we? Yeah, we need for that. But this is where we got. This was the PNP, but it lost its way. It lost its way. The PNP is now unrecognizable. Unrecognizable. It figure with option. Am I happy for to say them squabbles behind them? Well, I'm hoping it's behind them. And I hope the PNP will now rebuild. When me say, I want the best person for in the job. People come over, yeah, PNP, this and... No, I'm a Jamaican. And these two parties, what is PNP? It's the People's National Party of Jamaica. One of our political parties. We have two major political parties, the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party. I grew up in a household that was that was only subscribers of the Jamaica Labour Party. My big sister, who is my nephew and mother, who knows me par with more time, JJ, we make the drinks and stuff. Him sister, who is no longer with us. Big up Rona, love you to death and beyond. Who is my second mother, was also Shiny Robinson's personal assistant one at a time, and they were both 5 brethren and par a lot. And so she carried on my mother's tradition of labor rightness. My mother is very disappointed because I did not. I have no interest. NDM is not one of our major parties, Steve. NDM is a party, but it don't provide no option. You what, you know, Rona? I'm a boss sister that, you know. Yeah, may I get emotional when we talk about her. Yeah, I miss her very, very much. We have options and we have choice. We can determine who we become. We can determine who we are. How we do it. And if we stop sit down and act like things are landing in our lap and start put what we want to be in our lap, if we start do this and stop being, we need to just stop accept what we handed, like nobody never hand we nothing. We are do the things to ourselves and then I pretend say somebody a give we. You are safe, me not remember him. Oh gosh, but me can't tell the look around bubble small. I remember me all know, you know, you what. And Ricardo, yes, I am not JLP or PNP. I'm a Jamaican. Anybody come with best, them may I work with. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. So, may I ask we, even if you don't want to get involved in the political process, you don't want to vote, first of all, I could get to the point where we understand. I think I mentioned before, but may I mention it again. Our foreparents died for the right for us to vote. They died for our right to vote, to have franchise. They didn't die to mandate our voting. So we need to get to the point where we stop this every election and say, if you didn't vote, you didn't exercise your voice and you have no right to talk. Shut the fuck up. People don't have to vote if they don't want. Make we stop hold each other hostage. I know that then dead for them dead so that we can vote, not so that we must have to. Yes, Renee, young people scare us. Young people scare them. Because you know scare us. Me and you love young people and them energize we. I like to see young people expressing themselves. Even when they make a mistake, allow them. This is our job, you know. We are guides. We're not supposed to tell them what to do. We're supposed to help them do what they come to do. Me just arise and all me hear is shut the fuck up. You see that? And if we get the gospel according to you now, if we get it from your perspective, then me there saw cause bad. You see that? I saw it go. I saw them in cut me sitting last time when me attack and me say, if we not lock me in the house and me not no food, if me not no house, if me not no cupboard no fridge, if me not no, me I go tell you if you go suck on the mother and then cut it right at suck on the mother. Suck your mother. And then go put them one speech pan it. All that. But if you think critically, you know, you can see somebody start sitting there so and think say, you know what me I say? But if you think critically and not make people press on the button so easy. Or no, if you make people manipulate you know, so easy. People out here look likes and forward. People look followers. People want validity. How want to give to them? It's like all woman when I like Kim Kardashian. Every single article then sip on Kim Kardashian and click if you go cuss. Lady, you know what? They got through this already, don't? In this new world that we live, nobody counts your opinion, they count your engagement. The mere fact that you engage is what makes things trend all people. If you don't understand this thing, come off of it. So when you come with all of your morals and your goodness and your Jesus and rebuke them, all the fucking robotics account is your presence. Hearty, the conversation where you try to have, now got this morning because you not think. Me invite people to think. Before you engage me, think. Go sit down and think. In governing a country, now me I go there, you know, because me I go there after all, because we're there. And Missy say some of you really lack understanding. And refuse to think. Now, if an MP in one constituency will start out with a 3,000 odd lead, over 3,000 odd lead, right? And they're managing at 3 elections for whittle it down so that the next election then get a lead of 31. If them can't get along with nobody in a constituency, regardless of why. No, I am not blaming that person for starting any animosity between them and nobody else. I'm saying if you have not been successful at navigating this animosity in the one single constituency to the point that you can resolve it, if you can't accomplish that, how are you going to accomplish unifying an entire country? You have not demonstrated in the microcosm that is one constituency. You have failed. On what do we base our confidence in your ability to succeed in the whole 14 parish full of 60 constituency? I'm not a hater. There's nothing to hate. There is absolutely nothing to hate. I want our politicians to be successful because them are govern the country where we live in. It does not behoove me to hate on any of them. I want them to do their job. That's why I hold them accountable. That's why I approach them with neutrality and pragmatism. And no, I am not being biased when I disagree with you. You're being biased when you expect me to agree with you all the time. Open your mind to being wrong. If you cannot unite or unify one single constituency, Lord, I can't even say the word, constituency. If you can't get your single constituency to come together, and get, let me put it this way. Everybody else up there fuck around her. She right. She not do nothing wrong. Everybody else up there a fuck around her. Somebody did a try frig her and she run him. Somebody else did do something else and she run them. Everybody fuck around her and she run them. Alright? Poor Lisa. If she can't solve them the problem in a one constituency, you think nobody else in Jamaica not gonna try fuck her? You think so? You think when she turn Prime Minister nobody not gonna try juke her? Or nobody not gonna disagree with her? Is that what you think? If you can't handle the problems in a one constituency, how are you going to handle the problems in the whole 60? 60? Or 60? I don't know how much. How you gonna angle all of them? And that me ask, and nobody know an answer, and them a tell me say, me a hater. Hater? Why would I be a hater? Me actually think that the PNP sideline and misuse Lisa currency because she has so much potential. She should have been in tourism. She perfect for sell Jamaica, but she keep being put in positions where she can't function well. Why we not use people in the positions where they're actually good? All right, so 60. Why we not use people in the position where they're actually good? Because me know nobody did. I don't see anybody in the whole 14 parish where better at tourism, where have more potential for be good at tourism than Lisa. And that may say from day one say tourism she for there. And there was a point when I thought she would have been going to run the country too, but then I realized I was wrong. So I took it back. Yes, big up Mark, my brother. I took it back. And I have the right to do that. And anytime she proves herself worthy and capable, I will support. But the level of narcissism that I see coming out of that corner is not good for Jamaica. And I denounce it when I see it anywhere. When I see the arrogance in Andrew, I call it out. So why I can't call it out in a she? And ladies, we have to do something else too. Can we please stop? Can we please stop saying misogyny every time a woman is criticized? We're not above reproach. And I think it's safe to say I'm a feminist. So when me your father along say blah blah blah, in fact, frig him. Babe Smith or Babe Smiths. Jamaica full of Wizzy. I don't want Wizzy. Me know Wizzy, you know. Jamaica full of Wizzy. I don't want Wizzy there, Jamaica. And even if a theme fault, you are going to buck up in a million more of him in the that's what me say. Well, no, and that's enough to think critically, man. If you can't handle one single wizzy in a one single constituency, how you going to manage all of them in the whole of them? If you haven't managed, you haven't, most likely the next election, she's out. You know how arrogant you have to be for reach this out to that like slim margin of win and actually put yourself up. She cause a division. She could have made there be no internal election and the man just go on through and go work with him that, at this election division to the division where it already exists. This is not somebody who is interested in unifying nothing because she knows that she has not unified her constituency. For whatever reason. All right, she not wrong. She right. Hearty, you and me a talk. Listen, it's like it's always talk Latin, but you feel on a pig Latin. We don't need final conversation together. Here, rest that one, yeah. Rest this. Anyway, I go now. I don't need to stop being so sensitive. I don't need to be more pragmatic. I don't need to think critically. You see? Everybody will say, no, don't do that, baby. Don't hate you. Remember, your mother used to do it. She did hate you every time. She said, no, baby. Me have one daughter who used to suck off earpin and push in a plug. No matter how you try to cover a plug, no matter what you do, everybody here didn't go and find a plug. You know how much shock that pitney get? Am I a bad mother? No, me try to make her not do it. And when me say, baby, when me say, pickney, no push in a plug, does that mean I'm a bad mother? No, me no want pitney feel electrocuted and dead. So you have to stop thinking everybody will say, no, don't do that. Here to know. I know everybody will say that here to know. In fact, if somebody will hate you, I'm going to make you push the airpin in the plug and dead. The one them will say, come sit down over here, such. You have to listen. And you have to think. And you can't tell me say you're about unity and unifying if you actually create one division. Me not ask me, I tell you create one division. No need for be no division there, so. You see what I go on with you. Go fix it. You're young. You can still come back. You could have come back the next election. But allow you think say when you fix the PNP, you don't fix it for PNP people, you fix it for Jamaica. Jamaica not only need one party for what are we? We're a dictatorship. We need one viable opposition. And a viable opposition is not just about putting somebody to turn up there and I go say every time Andrew Holness talk, I go say, I object. And a viable opposition, that's just one disruptor. Anybody can disrupt. You know, if you think more critically, man, and start with PNP and JLP and start with Jamaican, it'll go good for a politician them too. Because you know what me da love Andrew Holness to have some people around him when I accommodate the foolishness them when him come up with. We actually think critically and guide him and help him to achieve things. Because you know why? When he does well, Jamaica does well. Me want him to do good. Me actually want him to do good. Me want anybody who run the PNP to do good. And when they go up on the ballot, they give me one option. Me no vote last election. Me no plans for vote. But if me get smart if you vote for me, we'll do it. Me personally, why me never vote for Andrew Holness? This election, I voted for him before. Me didn't vote for him because one, me not like the level of arrogance when me see I come out of the JLP. But them not take talk. Like I said, because I said so. Me not do that. Me not do that with my mother. Me not do that with no, because I said so. No, if you have engagement and have respectful and civil engagement. And when people say sitting we oppose one, I say, no, all on the turn over upon them and start trace like some big old girl. I want to allow voice. Create platforms so people can talk. If me never have the currency of my own career platform when me create, me wouldn't even dare. Wouldn't exist in other country because I don't agree, don't know. And the fact that I vote for you don't entitle you to my agreement. And you have to tell your minion them that. That's why I'm not vote. Because yes, you carry out the plans and did in a pipeline, but me have yet to see film plans. Now me is not a blind bar team, me not follow back on nobody, you know. And if the man come and him have better plans and him have better engagement and him willing to listen and him willing to learn, why me not work with him? That's why I want the PNP to give me a good option. Me have no problem with vote for nobody at all. Me just want a good option. Yeah? And me can't see Lisa as one. So, no, this was not a conversation about her. I would have loved her to be. You think me no want to see one woman around the place too? Yeah, but me, another kind of feminist that will say a woman is the best man for the job all the time. No, I want the best person for the job. And my feminism says if that's a woman, let her do the job. My feminism also says if the woman is not the best person for the job, don't give her because a woman go suffer under. No, if you think. Oh no, if you think. Let's end on that note, ladies and gentlemen. Can we start the process? We need to start the process of re-socialization. Politicians don't fix up the education system. We have to do a part. Politicians alone can't fix the country. But all we need for work together and do it. And we can start from right here. So when you see people talk foolishness, gently tell them to stop. Don't just sit down there and look and be like, oh, and then you go up on it and go follow. So then get the attention where them a look. So that they keep doing it. Uno can change the conversation too. Don't keep looking around you for somebody else do it. You do your part. Please, may I beg you. And I hope you have a really productive day. Have a great day. Don't have no arguments with nobody today. Don't make Tanya Stephens dry out. Don't make she say nothing at all or ruffle your feathers.